These are all real, by the way. Effective humanoid robot, you actually have to design the motors and gearboxes and the electronics from scratch, because it's a very different application from anything else that exists. So Optimus will use the same FSE computer as the car. Obviously, we need to make sure that we don't have a Terminator scenario. That's very important. It's all fun and games until Terminator shows up. What would be the effective ratio of humanoid robots to humans? Because I think basically everyone would want one, and maybe people would want more than one, which means the actual demand for something like Optimus, 10 billion units, it's some crazy number. It might be 20 billion units if the ratio is, say, 2 to 1 on people, humanoid robots versus people. It might actually be. It's some very big number, is what I'm saying. And a number vastly in excess of the number of cars. My prediction is that Tesla's long-term value will be, a majority of the long-term value will be Optimus. Start delivering production Cybertrucks later this year, and I think the product, if anything, is better than expectations. Cybertruck is the car I will be driving on a day-to-day basis. People always want to know what our next product is, but this is not the time to... We obviously need to have a proper, dedicated product launch. I just want to emphasize that we are actually building a new product. We are actually designing a new product. We're not sitting on our hands here. There are 2 new products that I think you will be very excited about. We'll probably make in excess of 5 million units a year of these 2 models.
Hey, Dad, it's your son Optimus.
Hey, kid.
Do you see it more likely that you guys will have an RV first or a cyber camper?
Well, we don't have any plans to build an RV quite yet, although adding a lot of sort of attach points to Cybertruck so others can build things. Somebody could have a startup or other companies can build things that are attachments that enhance Cybertruck. And we have the funnest shareholders meeting by a long shot.
Undoubtedly, yeah.
Do a software update and have several million cars suddenly go from manual driving to autonomous, I think will be the single biggest asset value increase in history. But once it is autonomous, it can be used probably, 50 hours a week, maybe more. Effectively a 5-fold increase in the value of a car overnight. We're also the largest EV maker in the world, the highest margin of any car maker in the world. A number of our competitors are making EVs at a significant loss. Prototypes are easy, manufacturing is hard. And then manufacturing at scale with positive cash flow is excruciating. Our free cash flow per year has been increasing steadily. Things to be just at a macroeconomic level, difficult for at least the next 12 months. Tesla will get through it and we'll do well, and I think we'll see a lot of companies actually go bankrupt. This is not just the good news parade. Tesla will be in an extremely good position. Anyone who is a long-term investor, I think, will do extremely well. Tesla has such a powerful internal software team. That software team is responsible for handling the entire customer experience from buying the car, delivering the car, operating the factories, service and support. We internally wrote all of the insurance and financial software, the supply chain and logistics stuff, the data centers and infrastructure, and the analytics and insight. Model Y will be the #1 best-selling car on Earth this year. In Europe, the best-selling car of any kind, whatsoever. It's already was that in Q1, I should say. China, the best-selling SUV. and the United States, the best-selling non-pickup vehicle in the United States in Q1. So Tesla cars are actually the safest cars in the world, and we keep updating the safety. So we keep improving the automatic emergency braking system just with a software update. And we keep improving the airbag deployment with software updates. We got the highest scores that they've ever seen. The total cost of ownership of a Model 3 is now comparable to that of a Toyota Corolla. Tesla Megapack is now more competitive than a natural gas peaker plant. So we have very strong demand for the Tesla Megapack. We're going to make a lot of them. Stationary battery pack business would actually grow faster than the automotive side of things, and that's exactly what has happened, growing at a rate that is even faster than our vehicle sales. We're expanding GigaFactory Nevada for the Tesla semi-production line and for the 4680 in-house cell production. We're aiming for 40 gigawatt hours a year, both in California and in China, but I think we've just broken ground on a lithium refinery in Corpus Christi, which will be do more lithium refining than I think probably everything outside of China. Our next Gigafactory in Mexico, Gigamexico, we're laying the groundwork for ultimately getting to 20 million vehicles a year.
How are you doing? Just human to human, how you doing?
Well, I have to say, it's been of a roller coaster situation. A lot of people, and they still think that like Teslas are like super expensive, and like, no, actually, the starting price for a Tesla is below the average auto price in the US. There are amazing features and functionality about Teslas that people just don't know about. We'll try a little advertising and see how it goes. All right, I wasn't expecting that level of enthusiasm. But okay, it sounds like our shareholders, if I read between the lines, subtle as it is, are saying we should probably do some advertising. Okay, very well.